Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the end of the 2023 year. That's your cue, Tommy?
Oh, thanks. And with this being the end of the year, this is the season finale of Legends of the Game.
We kind of wanted to end it on a high note, really. So for today's episode of a phrase coined by Tommy, LOTG, it's going to be on the historic rivalry, historic Missaukee County rivalry between McBain and Lake City.
And I mean, it's a pretty good rivalry, I'd say.
It is.
It's been around basically forever. And I just want to say, I hope all of you listeners at home or on the go or just wherever you may be right now in your life enjoy the season 1 finale of Legends of the Game.
And right into that, I mean, one thing I've always have wondered is I wonder how long this rivalry has even been a thing.
No,
Or why it's even a thing. Well, I know why it's a thing because we're both in counties, but we don't really know how long it's been going on for.
The biggest reason is because we're the only two teams in Missaukee County that verse each other in football.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Or actually any sport, I guess.
Probably. Well, no, not any. No, because there's NMC in basketball, and there's that type of stuff like that. But then also, I was wondering.
But they don't verse them in football.
No, they don't, because they're like soccer.
Yeah.
Bunch of respected people.
We don't have soccer, McMahon.
Well, we do, but it's just not.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. NMC.
Well, I said McBain Public.
You didn't say McBain Public. You said McBain. Plural.
Okay. Well, let's get back to some regular stuff.
Okay. Well, so the other thing, I think, Bill, me and you were talking about this beforehand. We were trying to figure out how long has the Sentinel Trophy been a thing?
And I tried. I looked in a lot of library books too, and I couldn't find it.
And I illegally copied and pasted some news articles. I didn't. I'm joking. But I looked at it. I couldn't even find some things for it either. So, I don't know. But the trophy, I know I don't I think the specific trophy that we have now, how long have we I don't even know how long we've had that one. Is that one pretty old?
The Sentinel Trophy?
Yeah, the Sentinel Trophy we got now for football.
I'm not 100% sure when it started.
I mean, I think, it's obviously been here longer than I can remember.
Yeah, it's been here for as long as I can remember.
And you only came here in third grade, right? Or second grade? And then you said when that happened, what'd you say about when you saw it you said it was already bent by the time you got here?
Yeah. I saw I believe the first year here, I believe someone dropped it.
Yeah, that's why the barrel was pointed at a 45-degree angle. Well, I'm not very good at math, so I don't know what degree.
It's kind of ironic. Now they put either green and gold tape on it or red and black tape on his leg because it's bent and it just kind of messed up and it looks a little funky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think there's any other trophy that has that. I mean, that's kind of cool.
If we go on the other Highland Conference rivalry games, isn't Roscommon and Houghton Lake are ones, right? They're rivals, right?
Yeah, they're about I'd almost say crosstown rivals.
I know that they have a literal jar, or it might be a jug. I don't know, but they paint it different colors each time. I've seen it every single time they get it, they paint a different part of it.
I did not know that.
It's cool.
I know we have McBain has another one with Houghton Lake too. That's fairly recent actually.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. I don't see the point in that one.
Well, it's the first responders game.
I mean, I understand that, but we're not very big competitors because it's been one-sided since they came to the Highland Conference. Really.
I know, but as of right now, Houghton Lake is an upcoming program.
Oh yeah, they were.
And we versed them twice in this season, and I mean, we beat them pretty good both times, but
we beat them pretty. No, we smoked them both times. That was the thing.
I know, but they're not a bad. They weren't a bad team, and they were very young.
No, they're not. I mean, I saw some things where they said they were predicted to go all the way to the state semifinals. I saw some stuff, and it was on the MHSAA, and it was what? I was confused, but we're gonna go back and maybe some other day we can talk about Highland Conference rivalries. But I did see back on the one thing. I did see something that led back far deep that like when McBain's program initially happened, we didn't have a varsity team. We first started off with a JV team, and we played all of our games at Lake City High School.
That is interesting.
It is.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it. I was looking back when I was doing some sketchy stuff. I found it, but I mean, yeah, I found that. So, I mean, I could understand how that would also lead to it. I mean, we played on their home turf for a little while, and we so I'd imagine why they'd be angry.
Yeah, well, like if you're playing on almost just someone else's field, I would be angry because it's like this is our house. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, how would you like it if someone just paraded into your house and just lived with you? That's basically what I think.
Well,
that's what
first of all, I'm gonna see, are they cool or not? Do they make enough money on their job to be able to? You know what? Let's get on to that different. I bet you have a lot of experience with people living in your houses, don't you, Tommy? I don't think you would like that, but I'm pretty sure you're fine with it now. All right, on to the next thing. Well, no, actually, I did see another thing too. That I'm pretty sure in the original game when back when we had a team, not back in 27 or so, we did play Lake City, and I think it's that one game that caused the program to be canceled or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we have dug deep, and this summer, like our custodians at McBain cleaned out like a lot of this school, and they found a lot of really old, like almost relics from the past.
Yeah, of just trophies. I actually want to. If any of you guys are listening to this, I'd actually like to see that crate or know where they're at because I want to look through that and see some of the trophies that they have in there.
But one of the main ones we have right here, right next to us actually, is the Missaukee County Football Championship, and that's from 1927.
We barely even had enough people to make an offense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
just gonna be for another day though.
Yeah. We're still trying to get information about that one topic, so that might come up another day.
However, I'm wondering if who they versed in that game. I would assume it was Lake City. Right?
I'm pretty sure they did because Lake City had a football program. They had started their program back in I think somewhere back in the 1920s or 1923 or something like that. So they played a couple years before we did. But I think so definitely some history behind it and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know we've played them like so much that right now, I'm pretty sure the all-time record's traced back to 1950. The all-time record's 29 us, 27 Lake City, which isn't a bad margin. That means
it's been pretty even, I'd say.
We win what? Tommy, you're good at math. What would that math be if we win 29 out of the total times? Wouldn't that mean we have?
Well, 29 plus 27 is going to get you, I believe, 56.
And then what percentage of 29 is part of 56?
That's about.
Audio guy, go.
It's about probably like 50, like higher 50s, low 60s maybe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Landon.
Yeah, thank you, Landon.
Smart man right there.
Smart man. But yeah, so it's definitely been like back and forth sometimes, which, yeah. Let's not think about some of those other games. 30-0. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh, quit. Stop. All right. Sorry. I just got PTSD.
I was just going to say, and sadly in 2021, the Lake City Trojans came back from a 30-0 deficit and won in overtime. Yeah, pretty rough.
Yeah, it's the third largest comeback in MHSAA history.
But
yeah. Hey, at least we got a record. We also got number one.
But
remember, we're number one.
Hey, we still went to the playoffs.
We did go to the playoffs.
I think they did too, but that's besides the point.
And we both lost.
Yeah.
But
hey,
we got also we got number one too.
Next year, guess what?
What? Let's make it better. Let's take number 3. Let's take number 2.
No, let's make this game better, and let's lose in double overtime.
We already did this year.
Exactly.
No, yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, we lost in double overtime.
We did lose in double overtime.
Yeah.
In which
There's a certain missed PAT that was a little iffy call.
Tommy, yeah, what?
It was a little iffy call, in my opinion.
Iffy
I had
call?
the best view, but we're not going to argue with the refs.
No, because that's bad. You don't argue with the
Yeah.
refs, Tommy. But yeah, thinking about it, there's a little stat that I found out is that it's been like the fourth year in a or the third year in a row that the game's gone into overtime. The Lake City McBain game, I'm pretty sure, or it might be 2 years in a row. I don't
Only
know.
two.
But I know there's been some pretty long overtime games between them. I think back in like the 1980s or something like that, it went to like 4 overtime, and that's the only time it's ever happened. And then like yeah, it's just it's been pretty I don't know. It's a tough competition, really.
He's got to get his words out, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking way too much about this epic episode.
That comeback for Lake City in 2021 was that's huge for them because that was the third largest comeback in Michigan history, and that's pretty big to say.
I remember announcing that, and right before halftime, I think it was me and Peyton were doing the game. I was like, imagine if they came back to this. What type of? And since he's a Falcons fan, I was like, imagine like get PTSD, 28-3. Then that happened, and then he was. I remember at the end of the game, he was entirely shocked. But I said the wrong county. I said like, Missaukee County Championship instead of
Yeah, that's right. You said like Wexford.
I said Wexford County Championship. And like in it, But yeah, I was just so like, oh my gosh, that just happened. While he was sitting there speechless, and I just find it funny thinking about it.
And honestly, I think that game is probably just going to go down in infamy because that was also the highest scoring game of all time.
No, it was not.
No,
it
highest
wasn't.
scoring game of all time between between the two, I believe.
No, it wasn't.
Was being total points of 70.
No, it was not. No, it wasn't. No way.
Because it was 48.
No, it was not. Wait 1 second. I think no, because I think that's on my part, but I'm pretty sure that's not the highest scoring game of all time. I'm pretty sure.
67. If there's anything higher than that.
Thank you, Landon. We appreciate it. But wait 1 second. I'm gonna look into this real quick. But no, I think that one. I'm pretty sure it would be one of the most highest scoring games of all time, but I don't think it is the highest scoring game of all time. You know what I'm trying to say?
I guess.
Wait 1 second. Let me get this real quick. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing some on the road research. Wait, it was. No way. No way it was 48-22. Can you even wait?
Oh, so the game, our bad. The game in 2022, that was the overtime game.
Yep, the game in 2022. The year previous, 2021, was the highest scoring game.
We won 48-22.
And that was a total of 70 points combined.
And that's pretty good. But
Yeah.
Belleville gets that like a game.
Well, it's Belleville. You can't compare.
Hey, except against Southfield A&T.
Yeah, against Southfield A&T, which that team I don't even. Most people are coming into that game off topic a little bit. Coming into that game, they're thinking that Southfield was going to get smoked, but judging out some of the guys that they played, I thought it was going to be a pretty good match. But back to what we were doing.
And it looks like the lowest scoring game was going to be in 19.
Well, no, we can break down.
Interrupt me like that.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Gosh,
I'm not ready to move on. So, I know that I have like a couple like the other most like high scoring games. I'm pretty sure one of the other ones is in the playoffs when they beat us 7-42. I'm pretty sure that ranks 5th or so. Stuff like that. Wow, I should have put that down. The second highest scoring game. I think it's 0-46 in like 2013 when they smoked us. I think that might be the second highest scoring game ever. But back to what you were saying, the lowest scoring game. What was that one again?
Yeah, that was in 1977.
That game. I remember. Well, I don't remember that game, but I remember.
And I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't even know how this game went into overtime, but it ended up with a score of 2-7, with McBain winning.
Oh yeah.
Now that's not. It just sounds a little bit off because
That
first
means
of all,
both offenses were deep back in their end zone and got a safety. You have
Yeah.
to be really bad for that to be able to happen.
but here's the thing. How could it be 7? That's only 5 points. There's no 5-point play in football.
I don't know.
Did they-
I remember when I got this. One, I looked at the website. I was like, no way. So then I went to my one person I did go to and I did email is that Mr. Allen, there's driver instructor, Mr. Allen. He told me that there was 2 safeties. And then there was I think there was a field goal too. But yeah, and that
But that's just confusing to me.
I don't know, but he told, and also I looked at it inside the newspaper and it did say that happened, and it was like even the people. I think the guy that was writing the article either was on something or I don't know because
He was probably
half
just tired.
half the words were like didn't even make sense. But still, I don't understand how a game can go into overtime 2-2. I mean.
Well, I can understand how it goes
I
from 2-2. The part that's confusing me is how it ended up being 2-7.
Yeah, that's another part that's confusing.
There's no 5-point play in football.
Well, you could get 2 safeties and then a field goal. I don't know how the rules work back then. I don't know if
But here's the
safeties
thing.
counted.
In overtime?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe that's true, I guess.
I don't really know,
But
but
how? No, because in overtime, you have like get the ball on like the 20.
yeah, I mean, well, this is also the 1970s, so the rules might have changed.
I guess maybe there was like a 5-point play or something. I don't know.
No, there wasn't. I bet because they only switched off the overtime rules like recently, right? Where you get it on the 20. Because I'm pretty sure back. I mean, when my dad played football at Calac, when they went to overtime games, they would do it like the NFL, where they get the full field and they have to like kick off, go down. But that is Calac, and they're like Division 4, stuff like that. Yeah. In which I got another funny story. I think I forgot the dude's name, but
I don't know the dude's name.
you don't know. Of course, you don't know the dude's name. I gotta look at my old notes real quick. But he set the all-time record for McBain's.
Oh, rushing in a game or something?
Yeah, like Mark Weatherall. That's his name. I remember I was at this one sports restaurant in Calac. My dad's the type of dude where he knows literally every single human being on this earth, and they all know him, much like yours. And he found this guy, and he was like, "Oh, there's this dude, Mark Weatherall." His one eye was looking towards directly the opposite direction. His one eye was also like looking at a 45-degree angle, so I couldn't look at him eye to eye. So I don't know if he was really talking to me or not. But sorry, Mark, if you're listening to this, you're an amazing dude. My dad told me that this is the all-time rusher. I was like, no way. And he was like, oh, yeah, I rushed for over 485 yards in the game. I scored 5 touchdowns. Oh, it was amazing back in that day. He literally talked exactly like that. Not even joking. I was like, I could tell this dude's from McBain from a mile away. But, yeah, and I looked at it. I looked in the newspapers. He did. And I was like, and he did that against Lake City, I think it was against Lake City. I don't know. He didn't tell me the specific game, and that didn't even tell me the specific game. But yeah, I remember, and I found that funny. I got off a topic. What were we talking about?
I'm gonna just say one thing on that. 485 yards and 5 touchdowns in a game.
Yes, you have to be like, it's not.
That's
I don't
crazy.
Even know. So the field must be either 90 yards long, or something else is going on. But I don't know. But yeah. He did do that, Mark. His name was Mark Weatherall. He said, and I quote, "They all hated me, so I'm not in the yearbooks." So I looked, he wasn't in any of the yearbooks, but he did go to our school. But I just found that funny. All right, should we move on to streaks or something like that? I don't even know what we're
let's go on to the streaks. And the streaks battle is also honestly kind of close, but it's a little weird. For example, Lake City's longest win streak is lasting from 1981, correction, to 1984
Which
with 8 wins in a row. But
I don't think
that seems a little weird.
I think I might have messed up on that. So wait one second. 1981. Okay, wait.
Yeah, Grayson.
Oh
you
my
started
gosh,
this.
I'm so sorry.
I believe it's probably like 81 to. I think it was 81 to.
Oh no, I am super sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, I think. Oh no, I don't remember. But I remember at one of these times they had an 8-game win streak, and I don't remember. I messed up on the years. So wait, I think it might be from 1984 to
1991 maybe.
no, because in the 1990s our football team was too cracked. From 1984 to 1991. Let me see. Yep, from 1994 to 1991, which is that would be 8 games, right?
Yeah, they said 8 games.
Yeah.
And
so
that's
it's not 81 to 84. They didn't play each other like 5 times a year. That it was 1984 to 1991.
Yeah.
Mhm.
8 games in a row.
It's a lot.
That's pretty rough, and that's gonna definitely tear on your mentality.
Well, yeah. At least it's not as bad as us and Beale City.
What?
At least it's not as bad as the streak between us and Beale City. They beat us 15 years in a row.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
We beat them like 2 years ago.
You want to bet a nickel on this?
I know this.
Well, no. One time they beat us like 15 years in a row.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's probably because
That's
you just
a long
weren't
time
even
ago, though.
That was probably a long time
And
ago.
we're talking about Lake City versus McBain here, so let's stay on that.
Yep.
You know, I'm. It's kind of sad
We.
that McBain has a longer streak by 2 games.
Yeah, that's basically saying, oh, I got $1 and you got $2. You're flexing, bro. Or you got $1 and the other guy has $1.25. You're basically flexing about nothing. All right.
Yeah, he's gonna buy an Arnold Palmer and a sucker.
What place are you going that you can get that? You certainly aren't going downtown to get that.
Well, I'm saying pre-COVID, all right.
Pre-COVID, you could have.
Yeah.
Then COVID boosted the sucker up to $2. I don't know. But yeah, 10 games from 1997 to 2006. It was pretty long. Like about. Yeah,
That's
it was pretty long.
almost 10 years.
Yeah, it was 10. It was 10 years. Oh wait, I don't even wait. As we're on, wait, did we even get to that one part?
What part?
Oh wait. Oh wait, one thing I forgot to mention though, in 2010. At least if I'm reading this correctly, this one I didn't check a newspaper about, but in 2010. Wait. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I got the years wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there was one game between McBain and Lake City where Lake City forfeited the game because in the last quarter because the score was 14-55. I know that Lake City forfeited it in the last quarter. Either that was in like 2000. Wait.
That is weird.
Nope, it was not. Oh, where is it? Okay, so wait. But yeah, that's one thing that did happen is that they forfeited.
Grayson constantly getting his years wrong, everyone.
Well, I'm sorry, everyone. This is like the last episode, so I'm kind of getting stressed out a little bit. But, I mean, there has been, like, some one-sided affairs, but I wouldn't imagine a team would quit after getting blown out.
Yeah, no, I just wonder a little bit, like, I know in basketball it's been a little bit more one-sided, but we're going to get there in a second.
Was I on something when I made this? Because I can't find where I got that.
It's fine. Let's just go back to talking.
No, I'm pretty sure.
More.
No, I found it. Yep, I found it. Yep. Okay, so it was in 1974, I guess. Yeah, 1974 is when it happened. But wait, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say that let's just keep moving on because we don't have all day here in the classroom. I just want to. What else could we talk about, Grayson?
Well, we could talk about Well, we already did talk about lowest score. Oh yeah, we could talk about the largest wins. That's one thing we can do.
Yeah. Lake City's largest win in 1989.
Oh, wait, when did I get that?
47 to 0.
No. No, I did not again.
And it looks like that season we got shut out 5 times. And that's rough to go through as a team. How the crazy thing is how good we bounced back from that, because only 2 years later, it was 1991, and then 2 more years later, it was 1993, and we all know what happened that year. Even Lake City fans, I would assume, know too.
Oh, yeah. Nope, I found it. It was 1988. I don't know why I put 89.
Oh, 88.
88, yeah, we got shut out. Ooh.
Yeah, it was 47 to 0. But
somehow we beat Kingsley 8-6.
But we're not talking about Kingsley right now. Hey, let's just stay focused. And McBain's sadly isn't as high, but ours was actually way more recent, which is is a lot harder to do. I feel like now the games is like way
faster
more,
and it's more like
I feel like it's just improved a lot over years. We won 30 to 0, which is another shutout.
Yeah, it is a pretty big shutout, and yeah. And then you might think, oh, have we ever met in the playoffs? Well, we have. And Lake City, man, why'd you have to become a bigger school, dude? We really had a connection there in the playoffs, but then you're like, no, I got better plans to go farther. And I'm like, dude, we've met them a handful of times in the playoffs. We met them in 2017 and 2018, which that season, Lake City went to, I think it was the state semifinals both times, and they had Coach Noren, right?
He was a player.
Yeah, they had Coach Noren on their team, too.
Yep, shout out to Zach Noren if he's watching this. He was the running back who carried their team a lot.
Yep,
he's crazy.
In the only game against Palma, Westphalia, where they lost 7-42, he was the only one to score. But yeah, they have met a handful of times. Well, 3's not really that much of a handful, but we're just going to call it a handful.
Well, you got 5 fingers on your hand,
yep.
3's about half, so we'll take it.
We'll take it. All right. So, wait, is there any other thing in football that we missed?
When did the trophy start? Because
that one we haven't figured out yet. We haven't figured that
one
out.
We don't know when the trophy started. We planned on asking our administrator.
You're supposed to ask your dad.
Oh,
I
sorry.
told you to.
We were supposed to ask our sports, what's he called? Administrator, right?
Sports director,
athletic director. Athletic director, Mr. Mulder. But we never got to see him, unfortunately. And I wasn't feeling the best last night, and I also had an English essay due.
That's Tommy. Do you understand how that is not our problem?
It's my parents' problem, and I had to do that over anything else.
Tommy, how old are you?
I am 15.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Does my age matter? No. So we're going to get into the next thing now. And we're going to go to basketball. Grayson, take her away.
Good. Okay. All right. So, 4 overtime. So, basketball.
Basketball.
No, calm down, Tommy. So, basketball. Apparently, even though we're a bunch of strong redneck farmers, we're very good at basketball. Because the man right next door,
Mr. Bruce Coatman.
Yep. But yeah, they're in the entire
entire what, Grayson? You got to talk.
I think the entire history of us playing basketball against them, there have only been 4 overtime games, which is surprising.
Wow.
I mean, basketball isn't really even an overtime game, but a majority of the time.
When you get overtime in basketball, I feel like it's
either you both suck or team.
Or you're just that even.
No, it's not like that in basketball. You're either terrible or you're either good. There's no in between. There's no in between.
What if you just played really bad, like our JV last year?
Then we're just a terrible team.
Okay.
See, in football, it's like if you could be a decent team. Basketball, you either suck or you're either good. There's no in between.
We're not gonna say suck. We're gonna say
Not
You're
good.
just-
We're gonna say
you're just not that. You're just not there.
you're just not there. You're just not it. You're not it.
But
You're not it.
from 2000 to 2010, that's where we're gonna start. Actually, that's the McBain area.
No, from 2000. Yeah,
Yeah,
from
the
2000.
2000s to the 2010s.
Oh, Tommy, as we were looking through the library books trying to figure this out, Tommy just wanted to call it the McBain era. No, wait, that was actually, no, wait. I'm super sorry, Landon. That was Landon that phrased the word. Shoutouts to our RDO guy. And from that time, they only beat us twice, and we beat them a total of
36 times.
which, yeah, that sounds like a lot of pain so far. And I mean, we really couldn't find. What I tried doing is I tried getting from every decade, like how many times we won against them.
But here's the thing, I feel like the biggest problem we had was some of the what they're called
Yearbooks.
yearbooks. Yes, they didn't have the stats.
Nope, they didn't. Yeah, I remember.
And
Some of
then-
them didn't even have the records. And then like there'd be like 1 year in between, like let's just say 1989 and 1991, where it literally just did not have the record for the
Yeah,
basketball
no,
team.
It was a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the other thing was there was almost like just some yearbooks that were just not there. Like in the 60s,
Mhm.
wasn't there like only 2 or 3?
Yeah, there was only like 2 or 3 yearbooks, and I mean the one yearbook they had would literally look like it was being held together by pure,
Thread.
by thread. But I don't know. And as we were looking through there, you know what? Our old football uniforms, we need to bring them back. I don't know about you. If any of y'all go into the library, look into the yearbook, and look at all mustard-colored football uniforms, those we need to bring them back. Mr. Maloney, Mr. Athletic Director.
I think they look
If
ugly.
your
we're on
opinion means nothing. I'm joking. That was pretty mean.
Yes, it was. That was
um,
a form of bullying.
But the
guys.
one
Don't
logo.
bully.
No, don't bully. Okay to say. And I'm being serious.
It's okay to say, guys. I'm not even kidding. Just send a tip. It's fine.
Okay, now you're trying to just make fun of it.
I'm
We're
not.
sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not.
But okay, back to what we're talking
Yeah,
about. I
back
think we
to
need
what
to
we are.
bring the one logo you can't deny was good. The one simplified wheel. That logo was
I
pretty good.
kind of liked it, and it matches the logo in the middle school gym
Oh yes, it
on
does.
the
It does.
on the wall.
And which I didn't even realize is what, like, when we get the stripe back on our helmet, when we got this year, we're literally just creating a throwback helmet to like the 1960s or something like that. Because I remember one of those years we had like a stripe down the helmet, which I like that. But we're talking about basketball right here. Sorry about that. But yeah,
I just want to say that basketball has not been fun for Lake City in the past almost century.
yep, it has not, and it's from
1960 to current. Lake City has only won 3, 4, 9, 14. They've only won 15 games.
from what we could find. From what we could find, they've only won 15 games from 1960s to the present time, which is
Well, we've won how many? How many did we win?
we won, dude. Let's just say we won a lot.
Yeah, we won a lot of basketball. But hey, it comes from coaching. I mean, we've had teams where they were not as good, like they didn't have like as many guys. Like I remember our last episode actually.
Yes.
Underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
The team that year went 6-14 in the regular season, but
Mhm.
won in the district title.
Mhm.
They weren't that good but they lost because they lost like Caden McGillis, he could dunk, and like Grayson Verbertmos too, he could dunk. Connor Murphy, like just crazy athletes.
We didn't even put down. I thought I told you guys to put down like the highest scoring game.
I did not do that.
Do you at least remember them? Because I remember we had one where it's like
I remember there was one where it was like 90 to like something.
90 to like 60 or something like that.
90 to 60 or something like that. And I know there's one blowout one that was like, or was that between? I remember we found one that was from like the 1970s where we just blew a team out of the water to the point where I didn't even think that was high school basketball because the score was like a 90, like about bare minimum of 100.
I'm gonna be honest, I think that's why they changed the scoreboards nowadays.
Oh yeah, that is why.
because like in the 20s, people are averaging like 2 points.
700 points per game.
In the 20s, like people are averaging maybe like 1.1 a game. Nowadays, they're averaging like 20 a game.
Well, I'm gonna disagree with that.
Well, like no,
Simply because
think
back in the day, you would give it to the tallest man you got, and he could literally get up to 700 points.
now you're just talking about Will Chamberlain. Let's not.
Well, yeah.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, Kareem never scored 100 points per game.
Yeah, but he should have the record for most points in a game. But we're not going to get there.
Opinions.
And we're going to keep talking about some more basketball. Grayson, what do you think? What do you just think overall?
About what?
Basketball. Let's talk about the 80s. Good old 80s.
The 80s in basketball?
Back to the future.
Well, was it so? Wait, what year? Wait, was that at the time that Bruce came, or when was that?
Mr. Copeman, I believe, was a player in the 80s actually, and started coaching like in 1990, I believe.
Oh, we should have put down more information before we did this. But I think you might be right about that. But I just know ever since he's been coaching, we've been winning a lot. And there is also like other stuff. As I was reading the yearbooks, there's a bunch of old trophies that we need to find from those yearbooks. Future podcast episode?
Maybe we do a. We're walking around and like we actually just show off like all these trophies.
We're not vloggers, Tommy.
Well, maybe I'm just saying it's an idea.
Well, yeah, it is an idea, but
we're like we could be sitting down. We have like a big old box of trophies, and like we show them, and like then we just talk about some like stats from those games or something.
Oh, we could do that. If y'all interested in seeing that,
put a comment on the video, I guess.
No, well, I guess if you guys are interested in that, then just like either like the video or like just comment that you would love to see that, because I mean it sounds like a cool idea. Now we were gonna talk about the other sports, but frankly, these two fine gentlemen and me as well kept on getting distracted with either games or we would just start arguing about random things. So you can't even deny it because
I am denying it because Mr. Vanna asked me on Friday and Thursday last week to help him.
Got it. Okay.
With something, so we couldn't find anything on those days. But we were going to do, I believe it was volleyball,
yep,
baseball, and softball too.
Yeah, we
track,
were going to do that. Let's not talk about track.
Yeah,
Who cares about track?
Yeah, honestly, like it's track.
You know, track is the one sport that I feel like the Romans should have died with the Roman Empire.
It's kind of fun, I guess, but not really.
All right.
Hey, yeah.
Well,
Grayson, is there anything else you got?
Well, we can just start like talking about like I don't even know. We could go back to talking about really like football, some of like the other types of games. Or how about this? We can talk about some of the other games. I mean, oh no, wait. What about? Or we can wait 1 second. I think we can talk about how the rivalry has changed in I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm trying to figure out something that we can talk about.
Well, I think that's going to be all the time.
No, we have more time. We have more time. No, actually. How about this? We can look at. Oh, wait, no. How many home. Wait. So, if we played at Lake City when it first started, does that mean we've played more games at Lake City than we have at McBain? Because I know how we switch every single year. That makes me. We could think about that's interesting. Or we can. How about this? Wait, what are some of like I'm just trying to come up with.
I feel like
commentary.
we didn't talk that much about basketball. Let's talk about basketball for a second.
Yeah. So we didn't have much information now for basketball.
Because we had
except for the McBain era.
All of it through yearbook, and that's just kind of.
It's kind of hard. But I'm pretty sure one of the highest like scoring games was either like 90, like you said, 90 to 60 or something like that.
There's like 90 to 60, I believe.
Which that would equal a total of
150 points in a game.
150 points in a game, which is quite a lot of points.
Yeah. Especially for that time.
And wait, should we try to? Who do you think is the all-time scorer? Or dude, we could have brought you such an amazing episode, but unfortunately, we were so lazy that we didn't even think about who scored the most points in the Lake City versus McBain matchup. Who scored the most points in game?
I don't know. I know Mr. Ferdine scored a lot overall for McBain. Like he scored like 1,000 some.
I'm pretty sure he was like the first actual basketball player to score 1,000 points for our school. Or I might be wrong. There might be some.
There was a few other guys too. I think.
And
I think Clayton's dad, Mr. Hookwater, right?
I think he might have. I don't know.
I'm
But
not sure.
you know, one thing we track basketball stats, but I think we should start tracking football stats really, because that's the one aspect that I'm fascinated with, and I don't know about you, but I don't feel like we track stats like all the other schools in the Highland Conference track stats. Do you know why we don't? Like at all?
We do.
Well, for basketball, but not for like football.
Yeah, we do.
Where do we keep the stats for football?
They go on like Huddle.
That's Huddle, but I'm talking about like overall, like records. I already know one of the records for our school. Like a guy rushed for 485 yards in a single game. I know that.
Well, it's because we're like a small school, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either, but yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say, Grayson?
I don't really know, except for Lake City. We're coming for that Sentinel. You might be able to hide it. You might think it's inside its case, but it's scared and wants to come back home. We're going to get you next year. That was kind of cringy. Never mind. I didn't like that. That was very cringy.
I know the basketball game's coming up.
Which, another thing, why don't we have a trophy? Why doesn't the Sentinel trophy count for basketball?
Well, then it's going to be like moving a whole lot.
Well, doesn't it already move a whole lot?
No, it only moves like once a year.
Or like there's no trophy games for basketball. That's what I don't understand. Like,
well, maybe there's like a different thing.
Wait, why are you talking about it was going to move a lot during basketball? We've literally dominated them. Where's it going to be moving in basketball?
I'm saying if they win in football, it's going to go back there, and then we're going to get it back here. So it's going to be moving a bunch.
Huh. Well, I've never even heard of a championship, like a trophy game in basketball anyway, so.
Besides the playoffs.
Besides for the playoffs. That's one thing.
But,
I wonder why they don't do that.
Yeah, I think we don't have that much anything else left to say.
Nope, not really. Because we couldn't find that much information because we were.
Well, we had other things going on in our lives. Yes, we did.
Not.
Yes, we did.
Like what?
Mr. Vanna, he wanted us to get those one stat sheets, remember?
Oh, he did want us to do that?
Yes. We did that like all day on one day.
Oh, yeah. So, well.
We're going to sign off on this year.
This year, we'll see you next year for season 2. Hopefully, our production level will go up. And, yeah, this has been Legends of the Game season 1. And, of course, your original host, Grayson Guernsey.
And
I'm joined here by
Thomas Maloney. And I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
Oh, yes, Merry Christmas.
And Happy Hanukkah if any other religions are watching.
Okay, wait, are we going to have to. Do we want to look up a list of all the religions that's going to happen this week so we can thank everybody? Because we don't know. We don't know.
Chinese New Year, maybe?
Chinese New Year. Okay. All right. This has been Legends.
This has been Legends of the Game.
Season
finale, The Sentinel.
The Sentinel. We're signing off. See you next year, guys.
Peace out.